the Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And
ready?
The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff.
You're not like this. I'm gonna
From
get you back to your
inside
wall.
the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Are you ready?
The offense on first down. He wants to throw.
Sit him.
Oh, he's going to go up
Hit.
top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. This offense has a second down
Gonna do
play.
what?
Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
How did he drop that?
Yeah,
how was my teammate not?
They're staring at third.
We weren't all white. How?
This quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Oh my God!
And they picked it off.
You saw the head tap. I mean, what you call him?
That they were going to
Pick.
be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Oh
And
my
that ball is
God!
picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Can't find his man. He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook
They
up.
said that the teammate was
You know,
cold.
it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit
I'm
as
not
he
blitzing.
couldn't deliver the football. It's
That's
incomplete,
not
and
even
fourth down's
blitzing.
coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in
I'm
field goal range. They go zone
using
coverage. So everybody
zone,
in the back
bro.
end has the eye
I'm
on the
covering.
quarterback, and they're
I'm
able
using
to break
cover.
on the ball, force the incompletion.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And
What?
it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth
I'm
down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough.
Bruh!
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened?
Wow!
Intercepted.
I
With the
looked you
interception,
there.
he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bucks!
Yeah, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the
I'm doing
linebacker
prevent.
making the athletic interception and then showing
I'm
you
doing
he can be
prevent,
a running
just
back,
enough.
taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six.
What?
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
You're not touching me. Look. Stay
They're going to get in for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looking for a
crushed, boy.
He gets it across the 50 to the 40.
I said get crushed. I hit you real hard.
And now this offense will take the field again.
I won't blitz.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
Regarding
Going for the big play.
What?
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
He throws one to the left. And they connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Now facing
you doing gun by trips. You're doing trips, aren't you?
Back to throw. It's Sanders. Unloads it left. Got his man
down, bruh. What
and
the?
Go down, but not
bro, you just
pick up and the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone.
Sack.
They're threatening to score and they'll throw it.
Pick. Whoa.
Reels it in the end zone.
Why is he not even guarding?
Buffaloes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing in, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard.
What?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nah, he caught
it. And it goes through his hands.
I got you.
Play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Right there, he has to catch.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision. The quarterback, see it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change.
Can I blitz, bro?
The defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play. Let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping.
How?
Boy, did that ever work out great.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field. It's Sanders.
Hit.
Throw to the end zone.
Picked off. Sorry.
The 50.
Oh my God.
The 20 continues to fight for yards.
Oh my gosh.
Capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field
We're
position.
running right there.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job. Not only creating the interception, but doing something after.
From the other side to
all
the way down here.
Return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yes. Everybody's on the other side, so I can go this way.
Running play to the left here.
Bye-bye.
Looking for the end zone.
Hurdle.
And they get to him just before he scores. Run out of bounds at the 1.
tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident?
Bro, why did that keep lagging?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal.
Huh.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid.
With the 1st and 10, you know, right?
They're backed up. 1st and 10.
I can just
5. Let's see if they can create some space. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent.
The what?
You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can
The
light
first
this
best
up.
team you make.
He's not afraid to go deep.
What?
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks into the open.
How?
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it.
How?
Touchdown, Colorado.
Wait, did you?
And what nice play design.
They literally just said
Put him
intercept.
in the slot. Usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that.
Oh, sack.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their...
Never mind. Never mind. Just pause. Never mind. I was about to invite somebody, but never mind.
Stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn over. That's a
Oh my God!
You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off.
Did I just lose yards?
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
What?
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Huh?
Offenses
I need this
continue
place
to
on.
feature the run. They want balance. Even
Now
if
I'm
it's
gonna
not
be right off the
super
wall.
successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Right
He'll
there.
throw it.
Bro,
And they fail
how are
to
you
hook up
tackling
on
me
third down.
after I pass?
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places
You don't
it
know this
shouldn't
play.
go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield.
Oh my God, you tried chucking me.
Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Sanders. Fires toward the
Hit.
end zone. He
What?
was going for the touchdown there.
You
They
caught
couldn't
that
make
in.
the
That was
connection.
touchdown.
One final play
How did
before
you?
the end of the
But that
quarter.
was touchdown.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Going for
Hit.
it all.
Wow.
And that one's
Huh? I know I'm not quick.
down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field. Now
I know in a
facing
second.
3rd down as they go back to work.
That guy was just second.
From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone.
Right there!
Pass
What?
is incomplete,
Nah.
but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass
What did I
interference
even
and a
do?
first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
Why is he like this?
Is it in the end zone? Touchdown, Bucks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The snap sets up the throw.
What?
And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Colorado 28, Ohio State 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget it.
And now on second down for this offense. The give on the inside.
Wow.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be.
No, time out.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus.
You got to be kidding me.
In this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
He's looking deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. He picked it off.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get
I'm doing
it
it again.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
What's up?
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Fires left. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Look, I know it's only the 2nd
Close my door back.
but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Nice job by the kicker.
But didn't I get a touchdown?
Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Huh?
The Buckeyes try
this
and
the
pull
only
that
person that I'm
offense back
passing
out
to.
there.
That's the only one
Well,
that
the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to
This
the
the
wrong
only
team,
person that
Jesse.
run
Well,
fast.
that's an unfortunate.
Wow!
He'll fire
I
back
took a
across his body, and
I
it's
took a ball. So how would it not go?
no good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same play.
20-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect
I'm
him.
gonna
You've got
block-
to put some hits
block
on
the
those
little
body
try pass.
blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really
Ow!
this defense needed this bad.
Hey man, if you're gonna force incompletions when the
Yeah,
team is throwing
I-
your tight
I
end, you
am
better
lucky
be
it was
physical.
a lot-
Nice
it's a
job
lot
with
of
the hit,
people.
forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Already dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Into the end zone.
Bro!
And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado. Looking for the 2-point
You
try.
very lucky. You lucky that I'm about to lose.
They'll run play action.
Today.
And the defense on
The-
him, and he will
the ball
go
just went
down.
flying
Sack
out
on
your
the
hand.
2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State, 0.
I'm not letting you pick the
The
ball this
returner
time.
will
Watch.
field it and try to set up his offense in great field position.
Why is he
Not
not
a lot
going?
of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Jet.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well,
Jet.
the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to
Right
help
there.
your quarterback
Huh.
turn the page
He
is
got
just
that.
find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an
And
easy
I was in
handoff.
there.
Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
But I was in there though.
Fast motion from the offense.
Huh.
He'll take a deep shot here.
Wow! Why is he throwing the ball off?
Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page. but
Yes,
you're
the
gonna
QB
miss.
that's throwing it.
Don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
How are you right there already?
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
So how are you right there
And a
already?
great job by this defense, knowing it's 3rd and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back.
And
forcing
I'm
the
getting
fourth
it
down.
back. Give me that. Ah!
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete.
You're using
pass.
Travis.
He got a
Why don't you use
huge
Travis
with his
Hunter?
fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, try to convert it
He's
through the air.
number 12.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
What?
And it's
How you
incomplete,
can...
and the defense
1st and 10.
stands
I better be
tall
that.
and gets off the field.
Let's go.
1st down here for the offense.
Why you doing my play?
From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10.
Okay.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end
I
man of the
know.
line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Right
Shoots
there.
it to the left.
Why do you keep
How
blocking
about that play to get
him?
a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mid on the football.
Take this.
Looking for space. It's Judkins.
Look. He's still up.
Nowhere to go.
Don't tell me you hurt my team.
And they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down.
Bro.
47-yard try coming. That is no
I hate
good.
this.
And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still
Say
way
what?
behind. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off-play action on 1st down. He's going up top. That one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not celebrating.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Sanders. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Yo, if you caught that, if you caught that, bro.
But couldn't reel it in. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Wow.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's
Are you
4th
sure
down.
you can catch that?
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. And it's not convert on 4th.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation.
That was trash, but how the Buckeyes
to get a stop and create some momentum.
Pressure coming.
right there?
That, friends,
Why is he throwing?
is a busted play. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable. But you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Controller wasn't even shaking. How? My controller wasn't even vibrating. How was the flag on me?
On 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Right there. Boom.
The sure hands, it's Henderson.
He caught that.
Immediately after the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
Oh, that's
no
a
doubt,
great.
Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going
that's
to go
a
back
great
to that
play.
same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He
Oh,
makes
might
one
get a
guy
first
miss,
down, you know,
he can
right?
take it to the house.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the 1st down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was
that's a first down.
Everybody took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it.
Oh, that's a
getting him
first
on the
down.
ground, stopping him short of the 1st down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
What? What?
Field for the big catch.
Ow!
Down Bucks.
Yes.
Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And tight ends do so
How did you catch
much
that?
for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do
Now I'm
this,
just about to keep
it's
doing
just a
blitz.
cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Damn. What?
He's
I
got
touched
the
you.
2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
Bro, I
So they
touched
got
you. I
the
swear to
touchdown, now
God.
going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Watch this.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably
Play me then. Play me if somebody. Play me.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little
I played it.
I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate...
Bro, why does that keep happening? Why does it keep throwing the ball?
And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
But the QB is not throwing the ball up.
With jet sweep pass.
How?
Got some room.
See, I'm touching.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
How? It's not going to let you.
It's Sanders. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the grab.
How the fat guy catch the ball?
Go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
He didn't break the fast, so why does he not
He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Judkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
Why would I be able? Why wouldn't I be able to get all the way up here?
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there.
No, I didn't even invite him, so I don't even know he's putting it. What you put it on?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
Are y'all ready?
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team up. It's a fake. He wants to throw.
Yeah, because you're looking at my screen.
One.
Right there.
And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time. Got a shot in the arm.
How I just dropped you, bro.
Completing the pass.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision
there,
just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got it in the middle.
Oh, my God!
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I want to get
I'm about
to the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game.
I'm about to get the first.
Try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
All right, watch
him
do this
again.
again.
In the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake.
Cuz what? Bruh.
And that pass intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out.
Trying to get behind the defense.
What?
Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced.
No, because why my teammate do that?
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. They're going to run it. He's in the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the two-point play, running that one in.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
But I juked you first, then you hit stick me. So look at you.
Roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
You're not letting me what? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going, bro? Where are you going? I juked 3 of your teammates. I juked 3 of your players.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Second down.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver.
Oh.
And they're able to shoot.
You just knocked one of your players down.
For a short gain.
And that's great defense.
That's great.
Short of first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
Watch this. Bruh,
He fires
sit.
back across the field and it's intercepted. He was looking
Then you boomstick me and I just boomstick you back.
Set him up in business.
This thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Sit down, boy!
Slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know you heard that, bro. I know you heard that.
2nd down. Looking downfield at Sanders. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
No, it's not.
That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play.
I do because I'm about to get a first down.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield.
Right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Ibuka. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard
after
because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell.
As soon as he kept saying that, bro, his teammate was shaking his
I would
head.
not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. He'll take a shot.
Hey.
Going to the end zone, and it's picked off.
Teddy.
Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown.
102-yard pick.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
I'm scared.
And he
All right, I
tacks
guess
on
I
the
can
extra
pull you.
point. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick.
Thanks.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to go up top on first down. And the ball is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
See, you don't know what I did.
Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield.
What?
Down Bucks. And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They'll line up to go for 2. Go straight ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
If I'm buying, why would I not pick?
Big mistake.
How did I not
Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of.
Remember you told me to do a fly, right? I'm doing it right now.
Just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
Bro, why is he throwing the ball like that?
Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense.
Shut up.
You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
Right there.
Makes the grab on the left side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
72, Ohio State, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. coming back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail. And
how many times have I picked on you?
Rub their nose in it.
Trying to get nowhere to go, and the ball is
the fumble.
Ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense.
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be
Yo, challenge play, bro. That was out, bro.
I think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man,
challenge.
Terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Bro, you were out.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this up.
Looking to take a shot.
What is it?
Snags it down the right side. He's loose. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Mind him up, good boy, now.
And the punishment has been extended.
Stop.
Points, and points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting
Bro, you sound crazy.
And you know what?
You sound crazy saying world.
You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
But you're just saying world.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them.
He wants to go deep.
No, it's not.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. We thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. Not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing.
It was on the ground, you didn't catch it. It hit the ground, didn't you?
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Colorado. And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the two-point try. Goes to the option. And the ball comes out.
Give me that ball, boy.
Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that's unfortunate for the
offense. And I put strip ball unaggressive. That's why you dropped the ball.
At a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage.
I was been in that same spot where I'm at right now, though. I would have been in the spot where I'm at right now, though.
The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down.
Bro, what?
It's picked off. Takes it the other way.
How did he miss the ball?
Loses the ball at the end of the run. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Again?
And the Colorado offense is coming
back. It's because I have what you call them on aggressive, strip ball on aggressive.
Can get out with a victory. Throws toward the end zone.
What? Now that's out. Now that's out.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Still looking, on the move.
You did not go in.
Sticking with its coverage. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's
at least the other person gave me some points.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember.
Wow!
Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that.
Game over. I'll be right back.
First down for this offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds in this area.
Why do you
attack
keep
just
passing?
continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
No, why do you keep passing the ball?
Now to throw. To the end zone and is picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
So it's
He's
easier,
taking
huh?
a deep shot late in the game. Picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20.
What?
And he will roll into the end zone.
I swear about
it. Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone.
Oh, I got more yards.
Some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of it.
Sacking it back at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation.
I'm passing it to Smith. I don't even care.
Back up inside their 20.
I'm passing it. Yo.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another. But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And they capitalize.
Why do you keep doing that?
The pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway.
See, but you keep doing the same thing with the pass.
And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the option, quick toss. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to
That's not no first and 10. Why do they keep putting me there?
7-yard line. First down here for the offense.
Look, I'm at the 20, bro. Why did they put me at the first and 10?
They'll try the run.
Keep
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called by.
Why do you keep using timeout?
12 seconds remain in the football game. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're bringing heat.
Open.
Got it behind the line. It's Tate.
Good
job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I know you heard that.
Timeout is called.
You got it.
Just a single
Thanks
second
for
left.
time out.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
I gotta get a touchdown, right?
Sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Bro!
And that pass picked off.
Sit down.
And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.
How did you get to our regular team? You sure? I'm about to go do something real quick. I'll be right back. Before we rematch, I'll be right back.
Room speech after this one, I would suggest that he's
No, but I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Go. Go. You try to play GTA now? Were you live? I did. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. You don't play Roblox? Actually, I want to play something now. No, at first you said that.